Hi, we're Future Primitive, and we're building the next chapter of NFTs. My name is Benny. I was the previous co-founder of CryptoKitties, Dapper Labs, and contributor to the ERC 721 standard, aka NFTs. I co-founded this company with Steve Giang. He's a serial entrepreneur and builder, along with being an investor in the Bay Area. Jaden, our CTO, has come from multiple startups as a previous CTO. Collectively, we have over 10 plus years in building startups in Web3 and protocols and Ethereum standards. I've been in the forefront of the NFT space since 2017, the launch of CryptoKitties. However, I believe that the current state of NFTs are broken. In my opinion, speculation is the main driver. And there are actually three main problems right now preventing NFTs from moving beyond the speculative use cases. One is NFTs were never meant to handle on-chain logic beyond buy-sell trade. Number two is NFTs were never meant to live across chain. Number three, NFTs were not created with the idea that it would become one of your online identities. So I'm here to introduce to you, you've probably seen it before, ERC 6551, token-bound accounts. It's a new Ethereum standard that links every NFT with a smart contract account. It's effectively account abstraction for NFTs. The really cool thing is it's fully backwards compatible and future-proof, and allows you to actually log in as your NFT across any dApp in the entire ecosystem. And that's just one thing of many, many other things. So token-bound accounts are exciting because they introduce new opportunities to the NFT space, which I think we really, really need. One is the ability as an NFT owner to add new utility to your NFT. Number two is use your NFT across all EVM. I know it's L2 summer, so we're anticipating thousands of L2s. Number three is you can log in as your NFT instead of your wallet on every dApp. And so Future Primitive is building the token-bound protocol. We launched the standard at ETH Denver this year, and quietly over the last few months, we've been constructing all the building blocks needed. And for us, the protocol serves to be the network that drives NFT utility and engagement across the entire ecosystem. And the community has been growing rapidly, month over month. New projects are launching every week. That's the reason why I'm here in Seoul. We're already 227 times more mainnet accounts than ERC 4237 accounts, and they've started in 2021. And not only that, 90% of the deployments are using our implementation, so we're ready for value capture.
Thanks, Benny. That was awesome. Let's get into Q&A. First one, what are some of the use cases for 6551 that you're most excited about?
There's three buckets: gaming, DAO, social networks. I think gaming is very clear. This is the decentralized inventory system. You could put things inside of NFT. It could be a sword, it could be a t-shirt, a digital t-shirt. And so I think that's really, really exciting.
Awesome. Second question, how do developers get started building or integrating with 6551?
The beautiful thing is, I think 3 months ago, everyone woke up from bed and NFTs just changed. Every single NFT that you have in your ledger, your wallet, your MetaMask, they already have token-bound accounts. To use it, you can go to tokenbound.org, connect your wallet, and then you'll see every NFT you own and their TBAs, and you can send things into it. If you're a developer, you can use the SDK. It's one NPM install, and then you could build it into your dApp. So those are pretty much the two ways to interact with a token-bound account.
Got it. Parker had a really nice comment for you. She said fire deck. They also asked for your contact information. So I just wanted to remind everyone that we're going to be sharing contact information to all attendees afterwards. But let's move on to the next question. Historically, value accrual for new NFT standards has accrued to creators themselves and marketplaces that have network effects. How do you think about value capture for what you're building?
This is super exciting. I did a presentation here in Seoul. The main theme of it is royalties are dead. And you have to see it to believe it. But yeah, my perspective of this is creators in this last wave, because I've seen it since the beginning of this, it's been the hype game, speculating floor price. The volume goes up. It kind of gives creators the royalties. I think the hype game is we have to move away from it. We can't, I think all of us agree that if NFTs are all just the hype game, we're all gonna be, this future of NFTs in jeopardy, right? So what we're introducing here is what we call the engagement game, where you should use your NFT, you should log in with your NFT, you should do things if your NFT on chain, and if you do that, there's multiple ways for the creator, the NFT owner, and builders to be rewarded.
Got it. Can you speak a little bit about the NFTs and respective accounts to how they would be used on different networks? And specifically, how do NFTs on L2s kind of change how 6551 is used?
So the really crazy thing is, let's say you have an Azuki right now, the token bound account address, let's say it's 0x123. That address is the same on Polygon, on Optimism, on any OP stack chain. And so that means if you send an asset to 0x123 on any EVM chain, it's effectively owned by the mainnet Azuki. And so that's already true today. There's nothing you need to do. The second thing is you might want to control the things that are on L2. You want to sign and execute transactions. Well, part of the protocol infrastructure that we're constructing is this whole solution around cross-chain NFTs. And the solution that we have here is a self-custodial bridge using at first third-party bridges, but then we're going to move into ownership proofs. So that's going to allow your mainnet NFT to basically execute any transaction and any L2 seamlessly.
Got it. How did your work on the NFT 721 standard lead you to make this new standard?
I've been thinking about this a lot. It's when we were in the room creating CryptoKitties and writing the standard, there were things about the world that we never anticipated, right? We actually never thought CryptoKitties would blow up. We never thought that people would want to buy unique things that are digital. We never thought that there's this thing called PFPs. We CryptoKitties were not PFPs, right? Or Axes, right? So the world has changed for 6 years now, and we're still kind of like stuck in the past. And what 6551 is, it's the upgrade to NFTs that has been like 6 years in the waiting. And that's why I always say this is like the second chapter of NFTs that, if we don't do anything now, we're subjected to marketplace speculation, and it's probably going to go all the way to the bottom.
Got it. One last question for you. Do you see Future Primitive as an infra services provider or a dev tool platform or like a network in its own right? Could you kind of speak more to that?
We are a network that's creating the units of culture that are NFTs. And so we're all about NFTs. We believe that NFTs are the unit of culture. And this network that we're creating, it is really new. You have to wrap your head around it because it hasn't really been created before. We saw in the first kind of wave of NFTs, centralized companies form, and they did capitalize on 721, but there was no protocol. But we really believe that now there's an opportunity for this.
Great. Thanks so much, Benny.